uh, Corning coming up at 12:10, and my next guest comes to us from ThoughtWire, the CCO of ThoughtWire, Franco Castaldini. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. How's the show been for you guys so far?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I think we did an exhibit last year. I attended last year, and to see the growth and the enthusiasm into property tech just transpire over the last year has given us a lot of excitement for what is in store for this industry. And I think there's a lot of serious buying intent that we're seeing now, especially at this Realcomm, with the corporate and commercial real estate companies that are here.
Franco, tell me a little bit more about ThoughtWire.
Well, ThoughtWire, we're a digital twin company for the built environment, and we utilize a digital twin, which is essentially collecting all of the data from all of the subsystems in a building, and using that to improve the operational workflows for building managers to respond more effectively to their occupants inside the building. So we use data to improve the workplace experience.
And tell us some of the success you've been having this year with the system.
Well, we've been having tremendous success with one of our flagship customers, Oxford Properties, based in Toronto at the EY Tower, as well as some other buildings, Metro Center, and soon we're going to be rolling out in other assets as well. And what we're discovering is that building managers need to be able to use data to make the workplace experience better. And to allow them to do that, there are a lot of different use cases that we need to address. We need to make sure that they have the right context to be responsive and have the ability to diagnose problems when it's related to hot-cold complaints. How many people are going to, is that complaint affecting at that time, so that they can get a level of severity associated with that. And that has been able to reduce the number of hot-cold complaints. It's been able to make the process of responding to occupants much more efficient. That all translates into big ROIs, energy savings, as well as just operational efficiency. By being able to do this from anywhere, they can manage their buildings remotely as a result of utilizing our software.
Yeah, you say software, but some might think, oh, is this an operating system? Is it?
Yeah, I was on a panel yesterday talking on that subject, and it's interesting, the first blog published on the Realcomm website about building operating systems was done in 2009. And what the industry was talking about back then was taking siloed data, normalizing it so that building managers have the context to be able to address a number of different use cases. And so, yes, that same problem that was talked about back in 2009 still exists today. The difference is now we have technology that has made it easier to go from a very complex environment and to reduce the time to value when a building owner can get to the outcomes that they want, right? Which is to put information into the hands of building managers and engineers, facility managers, to address some of the workplace experience and building experience outcomes and goals that they have. In our case, what we've done to make that easier is we've created a vast library of connectors that can interface with all of these legacy systems. We normalize that data very quickly, give it context so that there's an understanding of the relationships, and the performance that we are able to achieve when we've collected all of that data is allowing building managers to operate these use cases in real time.
When someone considers ThoughtWire one of the competitive solutions, what makes you tell them ThoughtWire is the right choice?
It's our digital twin technology, which is taking all of this disparate data, normalizing it very quickly, and allowing for our applications to provide operational value back to the building managers. A lot of times, and so the difference is yes, data integration and moving data from siloed systems to another database has been going on for years, if not decades. What those past approaches have moved data to another database for it to be analyzed after the fact, after situations have occurred within the building. in our case, we operationalize that data. So we've moved it to a database that allows our applications to interface with it. So it's providing the right information into the hands of the right people at the right time.
I see.
And then they can action it. So all of our applications are used on mobile devices. People are moving inside of the building, whether you're an occupant or a building engineer, and now they're working off the same context. They have the same data foundation as a result of our digital twin.
What would you say is some of the most exciting technology you guys are seeing at the show, technologies and partners that you're most excited to be with?
Augmented reality, I
Yeah.
think, is really exciting. When you start to take image data within buildings to allow building engineers to understand not only the data associated with the problem that they're trying to solve, but have the visual understanding of that environment. And my father-in-law is a property manager.
Okay.
And his phone is filled with pictures that he takes of equipment that is failing.
Yeah.
And if you have augmented reality with the right level of data overlaid
Yeah.
it will give those building engineers the information they need to be able to solve problems quickly.
Fabulous. Well, I want to thank you for being part of Realcomm 2019. Are we ready to go to the floor? Oh, we're not ready? Well, okay. That gives us the opportunity for one last question. Is there anything else that you'd like people to know about ThoughtWire?
I think the one thing that would be great for people to know about ThoughtWire is that we're one of the only companies that provides an application for occupants inside the building and building engineers and operators working off the same data foundation. That allows us to do a lot of interesting workflows and process optimizations between the two personas, occupant and operator, and that ultimately decreases the friction between the two, which creates a better experience for your tenants and for your employees inside their built environments.
Terrific. Franco, thank you so much for being here at Conference Live, and thanks for being here at Realcomm 2019.
Thank you.